Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How about now? I feel like we probably got some voice on this one. Here was it was a really complicated issue that I unfortunately I'm really I'm a professional. I'm very adept at fixing things on the fly. It was not plugged in. I did all the other steps. No one ever gives me credit for doing 3 out of the 4 steps to set up my live streaming setup. Oh, Kyle's here. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad that this is the one you joined. Amazing. It's fine. There was only 28 people watching when that happened, and that is fine. I'm not worried about that. Oh no, 37. Yeah. My name is Bug. I'm in a band called Bug Hunter. I do live streams on Sundays. I play music. I answer questions about things that people want to know about. And that's it. That's all I do. Last week we played a little game. Probably not going to play any games this week, but that's fine, unless someone can think of a game to play. Usually plug in my microphone, but anyone who's just joined us knows that it's plugged in, so. What do y'all want to hear? Yeah, we can play 20 questions. I'm down to do that. I have no idea how it'll work. I guess I'll just do the first 20 questions that I see with no hive mind. First off, let me know what you want to hear first while I see who is in the room. Coin is here, Big Man here, Housecoat Hero, Christopher Zajac, Emma Online, Kyle is here, a rare Kyle appearance. We got Grace, Julie, Morphic Nature, we got Mickey Murray, or Mikey Murray probably. We got Charlie, and I can't pronounce that last name. Sorry, Charlie. If you can give me a pronunciation guide, I would take a stab at it. Happy Steel is here. Papa Bug is here, which means Mama Bug is here. We got Gerby in the room. We got UBM, Nerdbird. Yeah, look at all these people. A lot of familiar names. I thought I saw Mars earlier. Was Mars here? Kim Mischief's here. Now I'm scrolling up. Let's see. I thought I saw Mars. Yeah, Mars said hello a long time ago. Marv here. Abby, Time. Yeah. Hey, Blair. Sila. Yeah. Cool. Top Cat. It's Irish in English. It's just Charlie Quigley. Oh, I can do that. No, you didn't say it's Irish in English. You said it's Irish. In English, it's just Charlie Quigley. It's Irish in English, you know? It's like Spanish and French. Yeah. All right. There's so much surge of confidence in jam mechanics in the requests that I don't even know what to do. Not like that. Take it back. A little too sad for Mars just woke up. It's too much. Kyle trying to make me play Make Me, which is. Do you know that I'm rewriting that one? Are you trying, or you just like the song? Are you trying to put me on the spot? I don't think I could play old Make Me because I've been rewriting Make Me and I don't have it down yet. So. Have I sent you the new Make Me? I should probably send you the new Make Me. I think I sent it to my dad. I should probably send it to you, my bandmate. I feel like I've played Francesco like last week. Yeah, I have a newer one than that, I think. I rewrote it like 3 weeks ago. I'll send you the new. Not your fault. Okay. Chase. Mars, I'll send you new Make Me. I've seen no coalescing. I don't remember how to play it. Okay. I'll do it. Let me bring up my lyrics for just the last little bit. If anybody doesn't listen to my podcast called Jam Mechanics, which is a podcast that I do with the Narcissist Cookbook, this is going to be a song from that. So if you haven't heard it, I apologize for spoiling this one, but I got to bring up some lyrics because I changed a couple of things. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. This song is called Not Your Fault, Kid. I remember how it goes, don't worry. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. I had a family, mom, dad, dog in a backyard. My own room and a guitar. I was stuck on F and I couldn't get past it. Now I think it's stuck in the attic or dad's place, or maybe the storage box that he got when he got kicked out. And that just happened to be when you came around. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. You're my baby brother. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. You're my baby brother. But mom won't love you, so I hope that yours does. You've got her eyes, what a shortcut, and our dad's smile that I've rarely seen yet. At least it's absent every other weekend when I'm dropped off and lobbed in the corner spot in a cot set up in your room. How this happened to me, because of you. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. You're my baby brother. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. You're my... But you're not a text on his phone left unguarded. You're not a hotel charged to the family card. You're not even them caught in the act. No, you were 9 months past. Now you can't be ignored or talked out. You just happen to be the proof that knocked us down. If I seem shut down and muted, that's just what I've found is easiest. But I've changed so much, can't tell what's me and what's now. Ship of Theseus, gave myself up to the termites, left to rot down at the bottom. This is not the boy I wanted, but I am damn sure not my father. It's not your fault, kid, I still love you. You're my baby brother. Thank you, everybody. That song called Not Your Fault, Kid. It's off of Jam Mechanics. Mars, you can unmute. But just know from the angst in my face what that song was. I love that Mars didn't listen to it. That's such a commitment to the bit. Yeah. Mars, you gotta catch up. Season 3 is right around the corner. Me and Matt have done a couple episodes already, so I am excited for how will Mars know to unmute. Oh yeah, I should be pretending to like still be playing the song, and Mars will just think it's like a super, super long one, but I'm like still obviously like strumming and playing the song. So Mars, make sure you don't unmute because this is still part of the song actually. It's a 45-minute live stream length song, and Mars just missed this whole thing. Just kidding. I'm just joking. You want to do a little cozy Q&A? That would be fun. I'm going to turn my mic up because I talk softer than I play. Anyone want to ask me questions, you feel free. Nerdbird's already got one. Do you go on hikes? Honestly, haven't been on a hike in a long time. Yeah, I'm trying to think of when the last hike I did was. It's been a bit, but I historically do. When I lived in San Luis Obispo, California for college, and I hike all the time. And then in Seattle, me and my wife's first date was a hike. We were just, I was hanging some pictures downstairs. That's why I started my stream just a little bit late today. I was helping her hang some pictures in the front hallway, and we have a picture from our first date, which was a hike. And so, yeah, I hike. I don't do it a lot. I'm more of an indoor person than an outdoor person, but I do enjoy it. Oh yes, great! I love this. Yes, Julie asks in Crickets and Silence, which is this is another Jam Mechanic spoiler. If you haven't listened to at least season 2, episode 3, there's a line about missing the ocean right outside of my bedroom. Is that a reference to being inside a whale? Yes, the line is, I miss my 80 grit blanket and the ocean right outside of my bedroom. It is specifically a reference to sandpaper and being inside of a whale, which Matt didn't catch, and then I didn't say. But yes, somebody noticed my little lyric. Love that. Kim wants to know if I'm a dad, if I have strong dad vibes. No, dog mom. So, okay, Pinocchio. Kevin asked, tell us about your favorite spreadsheet you ever made. Not even close. It's my tour planning and tracking spreadsheet that I use, that I've been like slowly adding to and modifying and changing as we've done more and more tours. My spreadsheet let me tell you what the spreadsheet does. It's so cool. So I do all the booking for our tour. So when me and Matt go on tour, I am the one emailing people being like, hey, can we come play at your venue? Here's our stuff. Here's our, everything, right? So I have a tab that is just information about venues. So I will go and find information like emails, the capacity, the name, the booker name, their email and all that. And then all I have to do is highlight whichever ones I want, and then hit like a little drop-down tab and say email selected venues. And what that'll do is it will just automatically make drafts in my email inbox that has all the information plugged in, because it has all the historical stuff from all our previous shows and like the dates we're looking for. So it'll be like, hi, booker name. We are Bug Hunter Narcissist Cookbook. We're looking for a show on this date, preferably, or within this range. Last year we came to this city and we sold this many tickets, and here's our schedule and everything. So it like does all that automatically for me, and so I just double check it before I send it. I could have it send it automatically, but I have it make drafts just in case I mess something up, and it'll be like, hello, insert booker name here, and I just want to manually look at every email and just make sure that I didn't miss any of the templated like information. So that's fun. Also, whenever we sell anything at a live show, it automatically, my website will send that information to my spreadsheet and enter it as a row. And so at the end of the night, I can look at my spreadsheet and be like, okay, Matt, here's how much you sold. And you sold, 17 shirts or, 40 stickers. And so like literally as like the last person like leaves, I can pull out my phone and be like, boom, that's how we did, which is cool. And that also, keeps track of like, I gotta pay Matt. So it's all like, keeps everything in line. So that's really fun. What else is in my spreadsheet? I got a lot of really cool stuff. It keeps track of all the budget stuff. So everything we spend, all our merch, all the dates. And the other thing it does is when I have my emails or like the product pages on my website, I can just hit a button to make a product page, like a ticket page on my website that has all of the scheduling and accessibility descriptions and everything just from one source of truth, just one spreadsheet. And so when I'm ready to like make all the ticket pages on my website, I have to click one button and it'll make a ticket page for every show that we're going to do. And all I have to do is go and just like say launch, which is really cool. So I was specifically not looking at the chat when I said any of that because I didn't care if anybody wanted to hear about it, because I love my spreadsheet. So I will go back and see what y'all were saying. Kyle, oh my God, here we go. Hello, my name is Booker Name. That is a cool name. If your last name was Name, Name your kid Booker. Yeah. It's a great spreadsheet. It's on Google Sheets, not Excel, because I want to access it on my phone too. And maybe Excel does that, but not 6 years ago when I moved to Google Sheets. And then I also have my spreadsheets for like songwriting, but that's different. And it's not as, there's not any automation in that. That's just keeping track of things. Bug spreadsheet corner. Yeah, that'll be a feature of my live streams from now on. That sounds great. Okay. I've been getting into spreadsheets lately. That's great. Will Kyle and Jesse make appearances on tour 2025? Yeah. I think so. We haven't nailed down exactly when and where, but I don't think there's any world where we have 0 shows without Kyle and Jesse. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse was at a majority of them this year, and then we take Kyle when we can get him. So. Kim Mischief says, what kind of dog? I don't have a dog. I just got this hat from my wife for Christmas. I saw it at a store and I really wanted it. And she's like, are you trying to tell me that you want a dog? And I was like, no, I'm trying to tell you that I want a hat. Yeah, so that's spreadsheet stuff. I've lost all the questions now, so if anybody has a question that they want answered, feel free to just repost those bad boys, because they're so far back. Sage Raven asks, I'll just pause. I was trying to pronounce your name, I was like, Sagaravan, and I was like, that's Sage Raven. What's your favorite artist? Growing up, I listened to a lot of My Chemical Romance, Green Day, The Killers. Those were a lot of my favorite bands. Bayside, Rise Against, Eminem when I was younger. So yeah, that was kind of growing up. In recent years, I don't listen to a lot of music, truthfully. I don't know. I think it might be kind of a reflexive thing that when I listen, either I'm listening to music and I just think it's okay, or if I really, really like it, it normally makes me want to write. So, like listening to Myth. The whole time I was listening to Myth, I'm like, okay, I'll write an album. I'll come up with a big concept album too, and it'll have big twists and turns. It just things that inspire me normally. That's the kind of stuff that when I listen to it, it makes me turn it off so I can go write things. And so I'm more of a podcast person these days, just to give my ear something else to do. Ex-creditor says, the way I gasp at My Chemical Romance. Yeah, so I'm 33. I don't know what the Gen Z impression of My Chemical Romance is, or if you all understand or know how exciting it was when they got back together, because that was a tragedy when they split up in like 2013. Yeah, My Chemical Romance. I have a little emo kid living in my heart that I don't show the world. Favorite chord? I would guess it's probably an E. I start a lot of things with E. Go With The Flow is here. Deserve Me. Happens again. Yeah, so I love a good E major. And you got A, you got this one. Who knows what this? No one's named this one yet. So I'm gonna call that Bug Sharp. Yeah. MCR and Green Day still live strong with Gen Z. I'm trying to wonder what the equivalent of that would be for my generation. Like what 80s bands were actually unironically big with us growing up. I don't know what the equivalent would be. Green Day is as close to as close to an analogy because Green Day was really popular when I was like born, but then they became really popular again with a different generation with American Idiot, and that's where I started with them. Like I'm sure that there are a lot of people who look at me listening to Green Day like I look at people listening to, I don't know, Fall Out Boy, where I'm like, yeah, but like you started with like the arena pop like era of Fall Out Boy. I was listening to them when it was Dance Dance and Sugar We're Going Down, not I don't know the names of the new ones. Yeah. If you could choose to cover Mars, what is the sentence? If you could choose to hear MCR cover, if you could choose to hear My Chemical Romance cover any one of your songs for funsies, which would it be? Oh, that's a great question. Not Your Fault, Kid is not a bad choice. But for funsies, shocking plot twist, because that would be probably the most fun, or a bedtime story. I think that would be really fun. But what would I actually think might be in their wheelhouse or they would like? I don't know, like an MCR disco might be really interesting. I don't know. Speaking of, this is not one I play a lot on my live streams because nobody ever asks for it. But when I was thinking about what I'm going to play today, I was like, you know what? I need to keep fresh on this one because if no one ever asks for it and then I wait until I'm at my live shows, I'll forget how to play it. So I've got skills, they don't know where to use me. I'm like the best dressed dude at the nude beach. Nice to meet you. I am more the quiet type, I tend to be a shyer guy, as safe as knee and elbow pads and cul-de-sacs with traffic lights. I spend most of my time alone, it's not all that bad, you know. I lost some weight from anxious space and talking on the telephone. If I look cool, I'm fooling you. At any point you can assume my mind's computing every path that screws up what I wanna do. Lock the door, seal it too, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous. As if I took the cup and stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol will solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime and I'm honestly exhausted. And I just want to be more than nostalgia. Receive like a hot dog down at the dog park. Be your best friend. The things that I can't shoulder well, I pass on to my older self and hope I learn to cope so I don't end up broke or overwhelmed. Cause vocally, I'm not the best, I'm openly admitting that. If you cared, I doubt you would have made it past my cracking. Yeah, if I look brave, I'm secretly pretending I'm a different me. The one on stage who plays and sings and claps and shouts and basically behind the door, just out of view, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous. As if I took the kind of stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol won't solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime and I'm honestly exhausted. But if you want it, hey, hey, hey! Now wouldn't it be the best if all the answers to our questions came as sheepish realizations, obvious and retrospective? The answer for anxiety that's crept into your head is as simple as your printer, you forgot to plug it in. Instead of playing twisted with my lyrics cause I can, I'm filling every syllable with lots of bullshit. I instead give you the simple sing-along you're hoping will come next. Or do I love this mother of a dude, I do what I do best. So where's my promise? Don't aim for flawless, cause some of your best art is made with shock on your sidewalk. It's gone when you watch it off, it's not made for fame or profits. It's looking back and giving all you got to top it. But if you want it, hey, hey, hey. Thank you, Kyle, for the woo. I was waiting for it. It was about 25 seconds delayed, but I appreciated it because I did hear it in my head. Kyle always gives a good woo during the song live when we do the second verse. Bug Sassy on the bridge. That's right. Just being mean on the Golden Gate. Mars bringing up my hot dog song, which if you're on our Discord, you missed my hot dog song. Any news for the Europe tour? No. There's going to be news for the U.S. tour well before that, so you got a little ways to wait. Yeah, time of some. Being mean on the Golden Gate. Sassy on the bridge. It's a good joke. Sage Raven wants to know, any tips for beginning songwriters? Just keep on doing it. Just keep on. Just do it. Just keep writing. I don't know. Find things you want to write about. I think at first I struggled for a long time to have a point to anything that I was writing. I'd say, you kind of like, if you want to, it depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to move people with your music, you got to have a point. If you're trying to groove people with your music, you don't. You're fine, but then you have to also be really good at your instrument, which I'm not. So I try to move people, not groove people. And so I'll just think about things that, when I saw that lady on the plane doing that thing, I was like, damn. Some things don't change, huh? I guess people don't they just have it all figured out. And just recognizing that in this, I'm a little 23-year-old me, like, oh dang, she's like 50 and she's writing this email, and this is like exactly how I would be doing this. That's crazy. So I guess, that's how it goes. And then obviously all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, just look at things that happen around you. And, I find little things, like I'll just observe. I'll be like, it's, my neighbor, he was, he thought his house was haunted, like a ghost was keeping him awake, and he was having a hard time, to be honest, since his darling passed away, and he kind of feared that a phantom had finally found him, like some nemesis that never quit holding a grudge. So yeah, like I was saying, the old man next door, he said his house was haunted, but I thought it was best to be up front with some tough love, and I said, Robert, I'm so sorry. Your house ain't haunted. You're not used to being alone. I really was prepared to do the whole song, but I laughed. So now the joke's over. Yeah. So if you run out of things that you observe, just start making shit up and write about time traveling toasters. I don't know why Kyle being here makes me want to make dumber and dumber jokes as I go. There's something about Kyle's presence that is just making me want to make Kyle uncomfortable with my jokes. Mars, crazy how older people still have feelings, huh? Yeah, it is. I don't know. It was an inflection point where it was not that they have feelings. It's just like, I was like, oh, this person next to me is me. We're like the same. It's not, that's an old person and their life is like a different thing. It's like, no. Kyle wants to know what my least favorite chord is. Anything that doesn't just say major or minor. Hate those. Hate them. Don't use them. Like, what is that, an A7? Is this an A7? Somebody tell me. What's that for? Who's ever going to use that for anything? I do use an E7 in Sweet Nothing, and it sounds good. That's an E7, I think. Nobody check me on that. It's like a normal. This is a C, and this is an E, but an E7 is. See the difference? An A minor and an F. So I know a girl. Her name is Sweet Nothing. Yeah. So it just sounds a little jazzier. Whereas Dear McCracken it's actually the same Is it the same chord progression? I think it might be, but with a E. I just stepped on a plane, my bag's on the shelf. It's an E minor, actually, so it's I just stepped on a plane, my bag's on the shelf. I find my seat in the middle and plan to keep to myself. Where Sweet Nothing is, I know a girl, her name is Sweet Nothing. Same exact chords, but Jim McCracken is an E minor and Sweet Nothing is an E7 major. Who knows? Could never know. They don't put these things on the internet, so. Exactly the same songs. Yeah, they're basically the same. Dear Sweet Nothing. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. If you got to swap the chords of the two songs and perform them identically beyond that, which songs do you choose? I just stepped on a plane, my bag's on the shelf. This would take a long time to play. Find my seat in the middle, plan to keep to myself. The pilot comes on, says there's been a delay, so I side buckle up and prepare for the wait. There's a middle-aged woman on my right by the window. No ring on her finger, maybe divorced or a widow. She's drafting and emailing from where I am seated. I can side of that shit, so of course I'm gonna read it. Yeah. It's nothing. It's nothing. Stop. Yeah, I mean, it sounds good in the sense that it's Sweet Nothing's melody with Jim McCracken's lyrics. Sweet Nothing, what would that be? I know a girl, her name is Sweet Nothing. Little voice, warm heart. Something is something. No, that one's too hard. Sweet McCracken. My favorite lyric is something something. Yeah. Didn't I do this like a couple years ago where I did Boogie Pete and Listen to Your Mom? I think I did. It was something like I'll have that friend we don't know why we still invite. There's something where it came in and it actually sounded pretty good. It was like, get a drink in Pete, and he's a dance machine. He can go all night. Yeah. If he's not yet buzzed, then you'll wish he was. He's the kind of guy when he shows up, the night's just begun. Normal pizza and asshole boogie pizza party. I had to play, so I did a private Zoom show yesterday. This is all connected, and the set list was Deserve Me, Who I'm Singing To, and Boogie Pete. And so I was like, okay, cool. This is going to be like a pretty hardcore fan, because normally if I do a Zoom show, I'm going to see a lot of Too Bad, Too Bad, and a Ghost. I'm going to see a lot of Dear McCracken, a lot of Be Glad I Love You. And so I saw Deserve Me, Who I'm Singing To, Boogie Pete. This is going to be like a big fan. And I hop on, and it is a 10-year-old boy and with his family and grandma and two younger brothers. So he was the oldest. And I was like, cool. So I was like, hey, before I begin, the third song on this list has some naughty words in it. Are we cool with them, or what kind of? And the parents kind of looked at each other, and I was like, oh God, have they never listened to my music before? And they had, but I think they were just kind of like feeling it out, and they're like, can you censor it? And I was like, I don't know, I never really have. And I was like, let me think about it. And so I played the first two songs, and in the back of my head the entire time I was playing, I was like, how do I censor Boogie Pete? And so before I started, I was like, how do we feel about the word rascal? Is that like an okay word? And so I did sing a song that was, he's always talking trash, never saying sorry. Normal Pete's a rascal, Boogie Pete's a party. And it was actually a pretty decent version of it, so I did let it ride. I did find a way to censor Boogie Pete. So if anybody ever needs a censored Boogie Pete, I got you. We need the remix album, do a bunch of mashups. Yeah. Fred says, now I want to ask AI to mix bug songs, see what happens. Please don't. I'm anti-AI, if you can imagine. Kim wants to know, do you do a lot of private shows? It depends. They kind of come and go in waves. I've have a lot. I have like one later today. I did 2 yesterday, 2 the day before. I played for like a first grade class on Friday, which was really fun. I think there was a big surge of them because I had my calendar blocked off through January 23rd when I was Christmas and we were on a trip, and then had another little week where we were having a little staycation. So I was like, I'm not going to take any shows until the 23rd. And so I had a lot of like Christmas gifts that were kind of like taking the first possible day. So it was like 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. I have like another 2 tomorrow or something. So, yeah. So I do some, and then I'll sometimes go a couple weeks without doing one. And then sometimes I'll have 3 in one day. Just kind of depends. So, how much did they cost? Just wondering for a friend because I want one for my friend group. Yeah, I do. 1 song is $50, 3 songs is $100, and 5 is $160. Or you can just come to my YouTube streams, and those are free. But you don't get to pick your songs, and you don't get to talk to me. Kyle wants to know, what do they want to hear? Well, it was the first grade class. I was brought on by their teacher who had brought me in to talk to his 7th grade class 2 years ago. Just kind of like a songwriting unit that they were doing, poetry and songwriting. And so he now teaches first grade, so he had me in because one of the girls wanted to be a musician someday. They're doing their career week, and so she wanted to talk to a musician. And so he had me play disc golf, and I was like, does anybody know what a Frisbee is? And they're like, yeah. I was like, what's your hobby? Hey, thanks, Coin. Appreciate that. And I was like, what are your hobbies? And they're like, I play piano. I play violin. And I was like, cool, I'm going to tell you about my hobby. It's called disc golf. And I played disc golf. And then I just took questions, and they asked me things, and none of them knew who I was. So the first question was, is being a musician hard? And I said, sometimes. I think sometimes it can be scary because you have to like put yourself out there and get on stage and sing in front of a lot of people, and that can be kind of scary. But once you do it enough, you'll know that it's not too scary, because even if you mess up, everybody's kind of rooting for you. As long as you smile and have a good time, it'll be fine. If you forget to plug your microphone in on your live stream, really nobody leaves and everything's okay. So I did that. They asked, what my favorite question was, are you famous? And I said, yes, I'm very famous, because you can lie to children. Yeah. Ex-creditor says, how much for playing at my high school graduation? I do, oh, I'm frozen. Oh, well, actually kind of, well, it's not, it's at least a smile. It is kind of a strange smile, but it's not the worst one we've done. I love that it froze as I said, you can lie to children. That's funny. I don't know why it's doing it. So the weird thing is that it never does it on Zoom shows. I've done a bunch of Zoom shows with the same setup, and it never freezes on the Zoom shows. It's only OBS YouTube stream. So there's something going on. It's also started where every time I open OBS to stream, I have to like re-add my camera. There's something weird going on. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm back up. Okay. Yeah, I was saying I do live shows, private live shows. I've done a few before. They're pretty rare, but if they work out, like I played a wedding back in December. It was really fun. We've done stops on tour before. We tend not to do that anymore because we kind of need nights off, and so and we can make more doing a live show than a private show. We normally don't take those, but I have a couple in kind of the Virginia area that are like real easy to drive to. You can find information about that on my website if you want me to come play like a graduation party or a birthday party or a wedding. Weddings are different prices though, because I gotta dress up. Am I playing Stacy's mom? Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Why was it so easy to get the chords to that without knowing how to play it? It going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Cha cha cha. Stacy, do you remember when I mowed your lawn? Mowed your lawn. You came out with just a towel on, towel on. You can tell she likes me by the way she stares, and the way she said, you missed a spot over there, spot over there. Oh no, and you're not the little boy that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby, can't you see? Stacy's mom. I don't know. I had the verse once. I was just making it up. I had no idea if I was gonna be able to find it. Stacy's mom. Yeah. Anyways, you're not the little boy that I used to be. Yeah. Know what's funny though? Know what's really, really funny is I'm actually really, really bad, and you all saw that kind of happen where I don't really know like how to like learn a song by ear. But a really funny thing happened as I was sitting on the ground like 3 nights ago. Kind of did a similar thing where I just kind of accidentally found the chords to the verses of the Fountains Wayne song, where I played this chord and I don't know how to play the song. I'll be honest, I never looked up how to play the song, but I played this and I was like, look at that photograph. And then I was like, every time I do it makes me laugh. Why her eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? And I was like, how the hell did I figure out the chords to Photograph like first go? And that made me laugh a lot because it's a weird progression. It's D, A, C, G, and it was a weird choice. It was a weird choice to pick C, but I was like, it just feels right. I'm just gonna go for it, and I got it. So this is where I grew up. I fixed it up. Oh God, Teenage Dirtbag. It's probably the same chords. I don't know. I don't know how to do a Nickelback voice. I don't think I could do Teenage Dirtbag. It's very falsetto, isn't it? I don't really have a falsetto, so. got that one. Coin. Silly goose. Coin for coin. Okay. Let's do one more song, and then I'll leave and go away. And I might be playing a little bit of Arkham Horror in a little bit. I don't know who needs to hear that. I don't know who needs to hear that in the audience. But let's see what we got. We see Alchemical Romance, Common Sense. I don't know how to play it. Sell myself so short. Wow, I feel so brave. Selfish short. I'm a long way from the best of them. Or am I? I'm not gonna play it. I'm just saying if I know it. Ba-da-da-bow. That's that Teenage Dirtbag thing. I was playing it in the wrong key. Gulf Coast. Lighthouse. Ooh. I don't know it. Sorry. Platonic. Bug board game stream when? That'd be fun. I used to stream Bug Out in my Discord every so often, but I haven't had time to do that in a little bit. Who is my favorite character in Arkham Horror? I really love, I just ran through Carcosa with Preston. That was really fun. Tony is now my guy. I call him Tony Shanks because I give him a shiv and he just goes around and he just stabs everybody. That was way too hyper-specific content for a stream. Echoes, Hold Tough, Agamemnon, Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast. Yeah. All right. Are y'all cool with me trying something? I normally don't do this, but I'm actually wouldn't mind some feedback if y'all have it. And I'm trying not to be so secretive because I just feel like I'm secretive a lot. And I'm like, ooh, but I've actually been rewriting Agamemnon if y'all want to hear a newer version of it. And since this one's going to get demonetized anyway, I'm also frozen again, so. If y'all want to give me some feedback on this, I wouldn't mind. I rewrote Agamemnon a little bit. So let me pull it up. There's no reason to... I used to be secretive because I had so few songs, and I was like, well, I got to keep these all really close to the chest. But now I got so many songs, I'm like, just show them to people. It's fine. I'm going to pull some lyrics so that I don't... Okay. I hate that Chrome does this thing where if you zoom in on one tab, it thinks, oh, you want me to zoom in on every tab? Like, no. I have 3 open right now, and I only want to zoom in on this one. And let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. Agamemnon was Season 2, Episode 1. So, yeah, if y'all want to... I got to remember how to play it. I am aboard the Agamemnon, we are laying down a line. It's gonna cross the ocean for the greatest project of our time. Okay, I think I got me anymore. Okay, cool. Okay, this is a new Agamemnon. And if you guys like it, let me know. What is an Agamemnon? Oh, yeah. So a little bit of context for this. This song is written for Jam Mechanics. The prompt was transatlanticism. Agamemnon was a ship that laid the first underwater telegram cable. I am aboard the Agamemnon. We are laying down a line. It's gonna cross the ocean floor, the greatest project of our time. A telegraph from Newfoundland will reach the Irish shores. But by the time this note arrives, you will not love me anymore. I am aboard the Agamemnon, laying cables in the sea, for the purpose of the president to parley with the queen. As for me, I've got this letter that I'll send you in the morn. But by the time this note arrives, you will not love me anymore. You will not love me anymore. No way to reach me with the news as I float further away, unencumbered with the pain of a love I've let to lose. But while aboard the Agamemnon, I have so much time to dream of a world where I can reach you with no middleman between. And maybe when we're done, I'll get my turn as a reward. But I never got that chance, now you don't love me anymore. Yeah, when I made it to Niagara, you didn't love me anymore. You will not love me anymore. Once the sea is finally crossed, I'll hope for any kind of hint. I'll wait for any sort of signal of a love already lost. And this is only the beginning. This simple cable in the sea. Before too long we'll all have radios and satellites that travel like the stars we wish beneath. And when we do, no one will know the pain, the constant ache, the daily pang of love delayed, the aggravating patience breaking wait to see a love you cannot reach. I'd commandeer the Agamemnon and I'd sail it back to shore. It's just a faster way to learn that you don't love me anymore. So I'll keep laying this cable for the lovers not yet born, so that they may never hear, no, I don't love you anymore. Hey, thanks everybody. That is, an acoustic live looking at the lyrics version of, yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come down to production where I'll get happy with it. I really want to try to get this like a really like mellow kind of beat where like the beat changes. I think there's going to be a lot, Kyle, with some production that the chorus and the verses being very kind of different melodically and like rhythm wise that I feel is I hear it in my head, but it's hard to get it across on just an acoustic guitar. So yeah, thanks for thanks for listening to that. 104 viewers, is that true? I haven't looked. I've been in my spreadsheets. Dang, no, it's not true. 96. Try to get me. Oh, that's why Kyle kept saying 102. That's funny. Coin, yes. Start of the bridge doesn't feel unique enough from the chorus. It's because I played the bridge strumming pattern in the second chorus, and I didn't mean to. So it would not sound like that. I meant to do that kind of the more open strumming. I meant to start that on the bridge, and I started on the chorus. That was my bad. Oh yeah. Cool. I think that's my stream for today. Yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out. If you want to hang out further, I have a Discord that most of the people in the chat are in. If you're not in it, we are all having fun without you. So get in the Discord. It's really, really fun. And you can hear about things like I am live streaming and we're going on tour, and that's about it. So it's also good for lurkers, and also you can just, if you want, just sign up to get notified about things like news and live streams and stuff like that. So it's not as intimidating as it could be. There's like 2,000 people in there, but only like 10 talk, so it's fine. Other than that, we should hopefully have news on the 2025 tour within the next 2 weeks. We are narrowing it down. Jam Mechanics coming back probably on a similar-ish timeline. Don't have an exact date, but if it's March and Jam Mechanics isn't back, something happened. So that's all I can say. Cool. I'm going to go do something else, and I really hope that y'all come hang out with me again next Sunday, if I'm here as well. But no matter where you are in the world, y'all are all goobers, and you should go to bed.